All right, guys, here's what we're doing. We are going to go and read all the different paragraphs, and we're going to try to figure out how they are structured. And remember, in your notes, Bobby and Richard, you guys can easily open up your reading workshop notebook and view your notes. And if you don't have your notes, I'm also going to post a video for you that has me going through this page right here and setting up the notes and talking about these different things. So you can watch that first if you want. If you want to leave this video and get this done, you can get this done. But you are going to decide whether the paragraph is in chronological or in sequence order, and then make the corresponding graphic organizer for that, or question and answer. You could do a Q&A, right? Or a restate and answer. Is it cause and effect? And if you think it is, then maybe you make one of these and you'll put the cause and effect words right in the middle there. Tell what the cause is and what the effect is over here. Is it compare and contrast? You do a nice Venn diagram if you think that might be the case. Is it problem and solution, where they list a problem and then they tell how to solve it? So you have these choices to go through, and you'll decide what the paragraph is, how is it structured. So without any further ado, I'm going to go in and we're going to read these together. All right, let's start it with on the open road. Okay, riding on a motorcycle is not like riding in a car. A car has 4 wheels, and a motorcycle just has 2 wheels, which makes tipping over easier. On a motorcycle, you can see everything around you better. This makes some people feel freer and more in touch with nature. In a car, you cannot see as much because you have a roof over your head. Being in a car is like being in a box. You are less protected on a motorcycle. A car's body can protect passengers better in a wreck. On a motorcycle, the rider can get hurt more easily if he or she crashes or falls. All right, so how do you think this one's organized? Right? You'll go through your notes and you'll kind of ask yourself a question. Is it in sequential order, question and answer, cause and effect, compare and contrast, or problem and solution? Right? Let's take a look at the next one. It says, well, here's the question for that. How is the text above organized? Elephants are the largest animals that live on the surface of the earth. They are found on the continents of Asia and Africa. While Asian and African elephants are distantly related, they show different bodily characteristics. African elephants are larger and heavier compared to Asian elephants. An average adult African elephant weighs around 8,800 pounds to 16,500 pounds and is about 12 feet tall. Asian elephants are smaller in size and weigh between 7,000 and 13,000 pounds. They also have smoother skin. The ears of an Asian elephant are much smaller compared to African elephants. African elephants' ears reach down to their neck. The size of the tusks also differs between the 2 types of elephants. All African elephants, including females, have large tusks. Around half of the female Asian elephants do not have tusks at all. Instead, they have small teeth-like structures known as tushes. Despite the bodily differences, both African and Asian elephants have similar behavioral patterns. They both live in a herd, and the oldest female elephant leads the herd. The diets of these elephants are similar as well. Both eat grass and lots of leaves. All right, so how is this piece organized, right? Down to this one. How to make chocolate chip cupcakes. Ingredients: 2 cups sugar, 2 cups flour, 1 cup milk, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1 cup cocoa powder, 2 tablespoons of melted dark chocolate, 2 teaspoons vanilla extract, 2 eggs, 1 cup of boiling water. Man, that sounds delightful. Directions. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Mix the sugar, flour, baking powder, and cocoa powder in a large bowl. Add the eggs, milk, melted dark chocolate, and vanilla extract. Blend the ingredients well and slowly add the boiling water. Grease a cupcake tray and pour the batter in it. Make sure that the batter does not completely fill the tray. Bake the batter for 20 to 25 minutes. Remove the cupcake from the oven and leave them on a separate tray to cool for about 10 minutes. Remove the cooled cupcakes from the cupcake tray. Decorate the cupcakes with buttercream, whipped cream, fresh cream, or chopped strawberries. Now, just a quick hint. I'm sure you couldn't start with decorate the cupcakes. That can't be your first step because they're not even made. So with directions, I think you know from your balsa wood plane that things need to be in a certain order. And here's the question. How are these directions organized? Darla. Darla scratched her head because she was unsure how her room got so messy so quickly. Empty Coke bottles, candy wrappers, and used tissues lay around and under her unmade bed. A mountain of old papers and gum wrappers stood on her small desk. Toys and dirty clothes were scattered all over the room. Muddy footprints were all over the carpet. All right. The passage above uses its structure to what? What does it do? Right? Does it describe what Darla's messy room looks like? Does it contrast Darla's room with a really clean room? Does it explain why Darla is such a messy young lady? Or does it show the order that Darla will clean her room? One of these. Is it describing, contrasting, explaining, or showing an order? I feel like that's a pretty easy question. All right, guys, I've read all the stories. Now it's up to you to dig into them and figure out what's what. Tadero, out.